Now we're on to the Star Wars TV shows. There's a couple TV shows obviously missing, like Ahsoka on here. There's no Acolyte. We all know the Acolyte wasn't great.
I could put my clothes back on.
And then they just shot their Disney goo all over it and fucking ruined it. First up, we got The Mandalorian. Holy shit. God damn, it came out so hot. We got the Razor Crest, we got the Mandalorian, we got Beskar, we got Grogu, a badass dad being the father to this cute little green chihuahua baby. I can't say enough good things about The Mandalorian. I think in the later season it got a little convoluted trying to tie in so many things, but I actually enjoyed the writing. It's almost like having a good director actually matters. Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau did this as a masterpiece. It also keeps that like spirit of Star Wars alive. The Mandalorian, big S tier. Okay, so Star Wars Rebels, post time skip, total S tier. It's just badass. It's perfect. So the beginning part of Rebels before time skip's a little rough. It's the animation for me is a little ass. It's a fun show. We do eventually get like Ahsoka and a Darth Vader fight. We get a little more Darth Maul and Obi-Wan action. It's got some very pinnacle key points, but overall the show is a little slow paced. It's a little goofy. It's definitely for kids. It's not regulation. So for me, I'm going to put Rebels at B tier, even though it's got some great moments like Ahsoka and Darth Vader and Darth Maul and Obi-Wan. Rogue One. I'm counting this one in the TV shows because it's not like a main movie. The story was great. It had a good flow. It had one of the best memes we've ever seen come out of Star Wars.
Really? Man of your talents?
And that final scene in the movie, you hear the breathing start. Fuck. I had to change my draws because I was wet. So I'm going to go Rogue One as a B tier. The Book of Boba Fett. A dude wrote a Rancor, and that's about all you have to say about the Book of Boba Fett. It was great to see Tamira Morrison back in as Boba Fett. His story after crawling his way out of the Sarlacc. The Book of Boba Fett was just live action, the final Clone Wars season. The Book of Boba Fett, a clear A tier. No questions. Star Wars Resistance. I only watched one episode of this. I couldn't stomach it. I'm sure some people love it. It's not for me. Finn's character arc. Star Wars The Clone Wars, the final season. We got Ahsoka, we got Anakin, we got Captain Rex, we got Darth Maul with the robo legs. Holy fucking shit. This was awesome. This one was super cool because it ran directly before and then to like the midpoint or the end point of episode 3. It was just, someone did it on Reddit where they edited like the full Clone Wars the final season and episode 3 to be in chronological. It's like 9 hours long. The Clone Wars the final season, easy S tier. Bad Batch. They were so popular, they got their own show that's on a second season right now. Kind of the intricacies of cloning and how that works and their variant or their special clones that they would make. Everything seems like very, very high stakes, and it's kept me kind of on the edge of my seat with this one. So Bad Batch, easy A tier. Easy A tier. Clone Wars Original. This, not much to say about it. It's just perfect.
Still can't seem to hit anything.
Couldn't fully enjoy the entirety of Star Wars if I hadn't watched The Clone Wars, the series. The Clone Wars, easy S tier. Han Solo. I think this one came after Rogue One. This is the early days of Han Solo and Chewbacca. It's got one of my favorite scenes in Star Wars is just a regular old Joe Schmo fighting for the Empire on a planet.
Where are we going?
Key points in this one, we got some Darth Maul, we got some Syndicate action. Didn't really expand on it. I think the actor who played Han Solo did an amazing job. B tier for me. Kenobi. I mean, I was a little jarred at first knowing that Kenobi and Leia were like homies. The I am what remains. Oh, that goes so hard. Obi-Wan Kenobi's my favorite character. They could have just seen him shitting in a porta potty for 9 episodes and I would have still put this in S tier. This one, you really see like the presence of Darth Vader the same way you see it in like the comics and just how like dominating and oppressing his presence could be. They did a great job of that. Ewan McGregor is a masterpiece and needs to be protected at all costs. Kenobi, S tier. Andor for me was kind of mid. The story of Andor was great. It's just the beginning part when we just see him kind of mugging around in his little spaceport. That was a lot of fun. So Andor for me is going to go S tier. Tales of the Jedi. This one was great. We got young Dooku. We got Qui-Gon Jinn. You know, it wasn't anything groundbreaking. It wasn't anything new. It just going off the success of Clone Wars and like making another show. It's just one-offs. We get some young Windu. We get some young Qui-Gon Jinn. Great. No complaints. Nothing groundbreaking. Definitely worth a watch. Slapping that in B tier. All right. There's the Star Wars TV series and they're like non-main episode movies tier listed. If you like the content, leave a subscribe. It helps way more than you know. And I'll see you next time. Peace.